Well, the explanation is you've already given succinctly. It's pandemic era time, so we had to expand the time for voting. The early voting by mail period would have been 10 days. It's now, it'll be more than that, maybe by 20 additional days. And it's possible, although extremely rare, that there will be somebody who will vote legally. In other words, to be clear, I mean, the sensational headline notwithstanding, to be clear, these are people who are alive and competent when they voted, but they may have died unexpectedly after they voted. In past times, if the local officials knew they were dead, had died, even though they had legally voted when they cast the ballot, they would have discarded the ballot, not counted it. Now, to accommodate the broader period of time, the legislature made a very clear decision to count those ballots. Again, these people were alive and eligible to vote. I mean, you could take it this way. If somebody voted at 8 o'clock in the morning in person and then 2 hours later died, their ballot being in the box, it would have been counted. If somebody voted on an absentee ballot the day or 2 days before the election and died on election day, and there's no chance the material determined that they had died, they would always be counted. So that's not new. What this did is took it out further. It's not a significant number of ballots. We did have instances in the primary where ballots were rejected. I know Mr. Stout looked very carefully at it and had communications with local clerks. In many instances, it was the relatives of the people who received the ballot after the person had died who returned it back, because oftentimes voters apply for a ballot for the whole year or apply on a permanent absentee list for a whole year, elderly people. And we had a lot of, I mean, this has been a record year for deaths because of COVID, so it's a phenomenon. But it's certainly not going to affect the outcome of the election. And if it were to, I speculate here, but if it were to, obviously there'd probably be some follow-up litigation. But since I'm already reaching my quota of being sued this year, I'm not going to go there.